Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into some really powerful insights from Coach Bank Superkid. We're going to talk about 7 key habits that might just be holding you back financially, and here's the kicker, a lot of the time, you might not even realize you're doing them.
So let's just start with this big foundational question. What really causes poverty? I mean, is it just not having enough cash? Or is there something else, something deeper going on?
And this is really the core idea. The argument is that wealth, or the lack of it, isn't just a number. It's a direct result of your mindset and the things you do every single day. Think about it this way. You could give someone enough money to completely wipe out their debt, but if their habits don't change, they'll probably end up right back where they started. It's like those stories you hear about lottery winners who lose it all. See, it's not about the money. It's all about the habits.
Okay, let's get right into the first group of habits. These are all about what's going on inside your head. Specifically, a mindset that kind of accepts defeat before the game even begins. So this first one, it's something I think a lot of us can recognize. Maybe we see it in other people, or hey, if we're being really honest, maybe even in ourselves sometimes. This is that habit of just giving up after one single setback. You know, you try to sell something for the first time, one customer says, no thanks, and you immediately decide, well, I guess selling just isn't for me. But as the source points out, literally every skill we have, from learning to walk as a baby to driving a car, was built on failure. If we had quit the first time we fell down, none of us would be walking today. It's the same principle.
And that urge to quit, well, it ties directly into our second habit. This one is all about who or what we blame when things don't go our way.
Oh yeah, this is the classic victim mentality. It's like your boat is sinking, and instead of grabbing a bucket to bail out water, you're just blaming the rain. If sales are down, oh, it's the economy. If your business fails, it's the government's fault. This way of thinking makes you totally powerless, just a victim of your circumstances. And this is the game-changing shift. When you take ownership, you stop being the victim, and you become the one in charge, the owner of your life. You start asking much better questions like, is my marketing off? Could I make the product better? What new skill do I need to learn to fix this? That's where you get your power back.
All right, next up, let's look at habits that are all about relying on other people, basically waiting around for someone else to come and save you.
This third habit is a big one. It's about waiting for a hero that, let's be real, is probably never going to show up.
So whether you're waiting for the government to step in with a program or just kind of hoping your boss will magically notice you and give you a raise, this habit puts your future entirely in someone else's hands. It's a really passive way to live. The proactive approach is just so much more effective. Instead of asking for more, focus on becoming worth more. Get better at what you do, dedicate yourself to your craft, and make yourself so essential that a raise isn't something you have to beg for. It's something they offer you because they're terrified of losing you.
This brings us right to habit number 4, which really messes with our ability to be creative and to stand out from the pack.
This is that need for constant approval. You know the type. Before they do anything, they have to ask their mom, their uncle, their best friend, their neighbor. And if just one of them says, I don't know if that's a good idea, boom, they drop it. There's no internal conviction at all.
And that need for approval, it traps you in what the source calls the absolute worst strategy, follow. And why is it the worst? Because by the time an idea is so safe that everyone approves of it, the real opportunity has vanished. The big wins, the real value, that comes from being first, or at the very least, doing things differently.
Our last set of habits are the ones that really keep us stuck, the ones that prevent us from growing and trap us right where we are.
And this next one, it might just be the most dangerous of them all, because it's so quiet and can be so deeply buried in our minds.
It's that quiet little decision to just be average. It's the belief that, well, no one in my family's ever been rich, so why would I be any different? It's this idea that you should just settle for what you've got. And this mindset, it's often fueled by ideas that have been passed down for generations. These phrases, they might sound like harmless old sayings, but they create a huge mental block. They make your subconscious mind connect wealth with really negative things, like being unhappy, or evil, or in danger. So you never really go for it, because deep down, who wants to be unhappy or evil?
Now, let's look at a habit that's all about something you can't see but is incredibly valuable: trust and reputation.
This is all about breaking promises and losing your credibility. And the source makes a really powerful point here. You can always make more money if you lose it, but it's incredibly hard to get back trust once it's gone. Wealthy people understand that their credit, and I mean their reputation, their good name, is their most valuable asset. They'd rather lose money than lose their reputation.
And finally, we've got the seventh habit. This is a trap that so many smart, ambitious people fall into. It's the trap of inaction.
It's the habit of always waiting for the perfect time. You know, I'll start that business when the kids are a little older. I'll start investing when the market calms down. I'll get to it next year. But the source is really clear on this. That perfect time you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. It's never going to come. You have to take action, even if it's messy, imperfect action. That's what creates success. Jack Ma didn't wait for China's shipping to be perfect before he started Alibaba. He started because it was imperfect. The perfect time is right now, when you see an opportunity that other people miss, precisely because you don't feel 100% ready. That's where you get your head start.
So, after covering those 7 habits, the source gives us one last piece of bonus advice. And honestly, it might be the most important one of all.
This is such a powerful reminder. The people we choose to surround ourselves with, especially our life partner, have a huge impact on our journey. If one person is trying to build an empire, and the other person is just thinking about the next vacation, that's a fundamental mismatch. That can act like a constant anchor, holding you back from your goals.
At the end of the day, the big takeaway here is that your financial future isn't set in stone. It's a choice. And that choice starts right now, with the habits you decide you're going to change. So the only real question left is, which one are you going to break first?